Hello, my name is Feuer Neko, and this is a video that you guys in particular wanted. Yes, you. Well, whenever I say you, I truly mean totally not retro from x/Twitter. You, good sir, you're the one that wanted my opinions on Lies of P as a Souls vet going into it. I'm not quite finished with the game. It's more or less like a preview of what I have experienced so far. And to be quite frank, just straight up, I am enjoying it. I am greatly enjoying it at this point. I haven't really found many things that I don't really like about the game. There are a few things that I may touch on, but besides that, I do really enjoy the game. It has been a blast, and I hope you will enjoy the video that I have made for you, good sir. So let's just jump straight into this. Alright, to start off here, I honestly really enjoy the hub world. Hotel Kra is a very nice area to wind down. It looks beautiful. The architecture, I absolutely love it. But the other thing here as well is being able to modify the arm. All the different things that you can try and do to modify how your character is, like the arm, the weapons, and the grindstone. And then, of course, Sophia. Everything is better with Sophia, let me tell you. Just let me tell you that right now. But I know that there's a lot of cuts and stuff like that, but the other thing that I do also enjoy is being able to parry like that. Which is funny, because that was like a first try kind of deal. And honestly, this is one of the few things that I can say I really enjoy about the game. It still feels familiar to me, the actual attacking, being able to back away, re-engage into different attacks, different like stuff that happens. It feels really natural to me. Being able to do all of this still feels regular, still feels as though I'm still playing a Souls game, honestly. And something that you will notice is how I disengage and engage different fights in this, and how I look around as well. That I will probably showcase later, honestly. I think I did do something for that. But being able to also prepare for different fights, that's something that I do a lot. I see that there's a big fucker on the other side of that gate, or that pork cutlass. Yeah, I am sure as shit gonna prepare for that. I am going to get ready for it. But that fucker was not prepared for me. Let me tell you that right now. I utterly destroyed this dude. And it's honestly crazy how I actually went up against him and took basically nothing from him. Like, I just wrecked his shit, and I wasn't expecting to, but apparently just use fire. He's really weak to fire, apparently. I didn't realize this. But one thing that you will also see that I do a lot, and it's not just in Souls games, it's also in Lies of P too. Right here, I just go through obstacles with reckless abandon, because I'm so used to being able to go through like the Dark Souls 1 rafters in Norlondo. I did that stuff for so long that I am super confident in just not walking slowly on areas like this. Honestly, it's a breeze to go through these types of areas. I've always enjoyed those types of areas, like the platforming, being able to like take chances and all that. Sometimes you can find really good loot on those in Souls games, so of course I like those. But something that I was not prepared for was seeing these two again. They were at the factory. I was not prepared to see these two at all. And it was honestly kind of freaky to see these two again. But at the same time, I actually kind of liked seeing them again because that meant that I could, you know, interact with them again and see what I could possibly do with them. But something that I wasn't expecting was that they would start to, yeah, follow me. I was not prepared for that. I really was not prepared for them to start following me and to attack some things with me. Like, actually act as companions. That's not something that Souls games do very much. In fact, the only time that they ever do is for boss fights. So, at least as far as I'm aware, I haven't really seen it anywhere else besides maybe DS3 whenever you're going up against one of the demons in the settlement. So that's the only time that I've actually ever seen that. But this area, I actually enjoyed going through this area. Like, this whole level, the Malum District, was probably one of my favorite areas to go through because of the atmosphere, how the different enemies interacted with the actual area, as well as being able to go up against them in certain ways. And as you can see, of course, I prepared. That's something that you will always see for me, is I will prepare for everything. If I don't over prepare, I'm not doing it right. Then I got his attack pattern wrong right there, but was still able to get back and finish him off. But in total, for me, I've really enjoyed this area just in general. Especially like how much loot this specific spot there actually is. Like, being able to go through here properly, get everything, like really look and try and eliminate as many enemies as possible. I really enjoyed this area in particular. And that's one of the reasons why. Like, give me a reason to look around. Like, give me a reason to really just take in everything that is here. Like, honestly. And that's something else that I do a lot. Some told me that right there would have been something, but I was like, eh. But something else that I also did enjoy is this. This dude, the Riddler, or the king of all riddles, I really enjoyed him. That's not something that you actually really come across in Souls games, is stuff like this. Like, being able to choose and being able to, like, do something like that. Like, you're not really able to do an outcome like this, particularly. Like, being able to just choose between two different things and actually having a sort of outcome. I think if you choose the one on the left, which would indicate that you're a human, it would actually slowly turn you into a human, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's like the whole thing of Lies of P, is the more that you lie like a human, the more you become a human. Or become more like a human. And that's something that I actually enjoy about the whole storytelling as well. Like, they don't particularly shove it in your face like a lot of AAA games, but they're not like holding it back like a lot of Souls games. That's something that I actually kind of like. Their approach to storytelling is something that personally I like. It's not something that I would have expected. That was actually something that I was kind of worried about, is how they would tell their story. Because of how much I've played the Souls games, like through Dark Souls 1 all the way up through Elden Ring. Like, each of the different Souls-like games from FromSoft are very just in the corner about their story. You have to really research into it. That's just how it is. Really. It's something that really caught me off guard, actually. But let me tell you, I don't know this character, but I love them almost as much as Sophia. What? I am kind of simping over here. I need to know who that voice actor is. That that voice. But something that you will also see me do a lot is bait out attacks, bait out like large enemies to try and make them easier. Like, look. I just baited this thing out and screwed with the AI. Because I know if I'm gonna try and go up against that thing, naturally I'm going to screw up a lot. And with the amount of ergo that I have, I couldn't take risks. That's something that you will see me do a lot, is not really take risks. Whenever I have a lot of ergo on me, I don't really like doing it, and that's a habit. Like, if I'm far into the area and I haven't found a place to rest yet, oh yeah, I'm gonna start, like, trying to bait out attacks, try and bait out enemies so that it's easier for me to take care of them. But I did eventually find the shortcut to the Stargazer, and that's something else that I do greatly appreciate. Thank you for having the Malum District have the different things there. But yeah, being able to upgrade as well, that's something that I just started to do right here. So being able to upgrade different weapons and all that, I really enjoyed that as well. Character's also really nice, by the way. But just in general, being able to upgrade the different weapons and combine them into different configurations, I found that to be very entertaining as well. That's something that I'm not used to, but it's great. It's absolutely fantastic. And then this is one of the best fucking things that could have come into any Souls-like games. Let me tell you, I love this system, being able to upgrade your stuff like this, like giving minor boosts every time that you do upgrades on yourself using the quartz, giving yourself minor buffs, as well as giving you more items. Like, I'm right here about ready to get both a new amulet slot and another pulse cell. I love this system. Let me tell you, I adore this system. Don't get me wrong, I still like the way that Dark Souls does their stuff for like Estus and all of that, or Crimson Tears for Elden Ring, or the Gourd Seeds for the Healing Gourd and Sekiro. Like, I enjoy that too, but being able to also put towards like new trees that you can upgrade in order to like get your own style of gameplay for different upgrades that you want to go through, I also really enjoy that aspect of the game. It is absolutely fantastic. Let me tell you that right now. And it cannot really be understated. Like, whenever I looked at these two things as well, which I don't have these in the video because I stopped right before that, before getting to those, but I did find those two things, and that would be something that I would talk about in the review. That is something that I would talk about in the review, is right there. But as well as the amulet system as well, like being able to just change out everything like the normal Dark Souls games. Like, they took the Dark Souls 3 / Elden Ring route whenever it comes to weight on the amulets, which I don't mind. I don't mind. It's kind of an annoyance kind of thing for me, being, you know, Souls vet and having to deal with weight on just minor equipment that just adds buffs to me. But I guess it's a risk and reward, but it's not like it's like causing me any discomfort or anything. It's not really causing too much like pain in gameplay or something. It's not really doing much. So for me, that's fine. And the other thing that I also enjoy is the loading screens. I love their style of loading screens into this too. Like, very stylistic. Really enjoyed that. But in all, I can truly say that just playing this game has been a great blast. as well as, you know, just finding these random merchants as well. Let me tell you, I love finding these random merchants. They are a godsend. And this one, you bet later I took that sword that's in his inventory. You bet I got that weapon that's about ready to show up. You bet that I got his weapon. You bet I got that. That shit looks fantastic, okay? I am a sucker for machete type weapons, okay? I am probably going to be combining my blade with that hilt. Okay? And I'm also probably going to get that song too. I discovered the record player not too long ago, and let me tell you, I am obsessed with it now. Especially the song Feel. Oh, that song is just so beautiful. It is so beautiful. I need to find out who made that, because it has me in a chokehold up to this point too. And another thing that I just did there, I wasn't taking any risks. Like, I wasn't gonna fuck with that. Honestly, I was just not gonna fuck with that. But coming across these two again, I was expecting them to like say something about me being Geppetto's puppet or something, because they did say that I was Geppetto's puppet. Like, the Brotherhood said something about that, which I'm surprised they didn't say anything about it, because they could definitely hear it. But, you know, I think it might have just been a minor oversight in this area. It's kind of annoyed me a little bit. It's just one of those things that kind of got to me. Just a small bit. But it wasn't like too important. But the other thing that I teased at the very beginning is this boss fight. This one right here. I teased this at the beginning as the intro for it. And honestly, this is one of my favorite boss fights whenever it comes to Souls-likes. Honestly, like, it really tested me. It really tested my ability to pay attention to pretty much everything around me, and but it just really made me try my hardest, and that's why, personally for me, this is probably in my top 10 boss fights. But sit back and enjoy the fight.
Damn you. You'll pay for that.
Now, time to, round off this session right here. All in all, I can say that this game is probably one of the best Souls-like games that I've actually played so far, and one of my other Souls-like games that I really enjoy, besides just the general Dark Souls games, and of course Elden Ring, Sekiro, would have to be both Remnant games as well. Remnant 1 and 2. I played through both of them completely. Both of those games, I really enjoy them as well. So for me to say that this is one of my favorites, it really says a lot. It truly does. But thank you for watching, and I will see you later.